when you're in this industry, to be honest, to get up and go.
For sure.
So much. Thank you for having me. So I've been, like you said, all around LA.
I'm born and raised in LA, man. 84, baby.
Okay.
Something everywhere.
This is a Green Lounge LA, Mad Boots Entertainment, and Angel Clubhouse Empire presentation. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to The Struggle. I'm Hove.
Yo, what up, y'all? It's your boy, LA Boy Pharaoh. What's good, Hove?
What's going on with you, man? Welcome. Thank you for coming.
Man, thank you for having me, man, you know?
So I had to reach out to your people because, one, look at you. You have a totally different look from most of your contemporaries and the artists. Yeah. And let's just start there. What made you say, you know what, I'm rocking with the Egyptian thing and dropping bars?
Man, we all are kings, you know. It's all within us, and we just have to bring it out to light. And I want to bring something to their attention so that they can see that, you know, we can take it wherever we choose to take it. Imagination is key, and you know, truth be told, you know, my family's from Egypt, so I mean, it really played in my bloodline for me to go ahead and express it furthermore in today's industry, which is something that was missing. So I decided to go ahead and, you know, put my feet in them shoes and take off running with it, you know. And I've been doing it for a cool minute. So yeah.
Now you say your family is from Egypt. Is that the mom's side or the dad's side?
Dad's side.
All right, so have Pops took you back home yet?
Yeah, he took me back home.
What was that like, bro?
The motherland is bananas, man. You know, just to look at the sand and just like certain things that you wouldn't expect just to be so just glorious, you know, so rich and with empowerment. You know what I mean? It's a crazy look. It's really epic. You know, I think everybody should take the time out to go ahead and just take a trip somewhere just to go ahead and just expand their minds and see different environments and learn about different cultures and things like that. It can help you really educate yourself in a major way. So, yeah.
So, you know what? My family actually just, well, I'm African American and Native American. So,
okay.
My family is Chippewa and family from Nairobi. So when my mom went home for the first time, that's why I got my cartouche, actually.
Okay.
And it's actually from home.
Okay.
So, you know, you got to go through Egypt to get through other parts.
Right.
Like Nubia.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So my family went home and did that. And it was a big thing for the family to be the first person to go back to Africa on your own accord. You know what I'm saying? When taken from Africa.
Definitely.
So what did that do to you and your family when you guys went back? Or did you always have a connection?
I felt like I always had a connection. You know what I mean? My pops was really strong within it. You know what I mean? His religion and everything was just strong. The passion, it was always spoken about within the household. So I felt like it was always there. I connected. I just wasn't able to actually visually see it until I was actually able to get out there and then experience and didn't realize what the talk was about, what the energy was about, what the people was about. And, you know, it was a crazy vibe, you know?
What happened when you came back home here to California?
I wanted to go back. I was like, yo, what am I doing here? Yo, this is crazy. You don't understand. It might look like what it is out here, but when you step out, it's a little different elsewhere, you know?
What do you mean, like, when it's different?
I mean, like, you know, the lifestyle is different, you know? It's not a lot of things that's pressuring you you don't have, to me, I don't feel like it's as hard to succeed and be successful and be promising and a place that wants you to succeed and grow and blossom. Here, everywhere it's like crabs in a barrel. We all fighting for success. You know, this industry, the music, 9 to 5, just anything. We all just fighting to grow here. There's a lot of things going on that could continue to just, you know, try to keep us down. You really got to have a lot of whiff to go ahead and continue to keep prospering here. So, you know, out there is a lot more. I don't think it's as hard. I don't think it's that hard at all. No.
Okay.
So yeah, that's just my opinion, you know, and I'm definitely gonna go ahead and cop some land or something out there so I can always go back to recite and just to idolize things and you know just look for that next game plan. That's what it's about.
So now that you're back here in the States,
Yeah.
you've been doing shows pretty consistently.
Yeah.
We see your name on billboards. We see you, you know, Instagram doing this thing.
Yeah.
What is it? What's making you do this, man?
I mean, I love the music. It's a passion. I've been doing it for a long time. You know what I mean?
What about it do you love, though? Like, because everybody says that, and that's so cliche. Like, when I tell my girls I love them, they know I'm lying because,
Okay.
you know, it just sounds cliche, but, like,
Well, it really depends on the terminology. Back in the day when I listened to music, I listened to music, so I remember back in the day when, I was going through those hard relationships and things like that, and Mary J would come on, or a certain song would come on with a message to help you get through it, to help you to understand it. It was the power of music, the power of the tongue, of you just actually absorbing what they were talking about. In today's time, it's a little different. I mean, you really have to listen a little harder to understand it, because a lot of effects on certain things that can actually slow up what you're trying to process, because you're not really hearing it as clear as you should. But music has just been a stronghold, and I feel like it plays a big thing in everybody's lifespan, especially when it comes down to just trying to get through the day. It just really has that energy and that motivation to keep you going. So
talk to us about the new music you've been doing, right?
Okay.
Talk to us about it. Let's talk about it. What are you trying to do with this new music? Why does it has this particular sound? And what is the goal? What are we going to do with this?
Well, my music, I'm diversified, so I'm open, and I do global music. Everybody say they do music. What kind of music do you do? Where do you put yourself at in this music? Let's just single it out. Is it trap music? Is it R&B? Is it soul pop? Like, what do you do? I'm a Michael Jackson. I want my music to be spread across the world. I want to do the music that catches everyone's attention, that brings everyone together and keep everyone as a family. You know what I mean? I don't try to do too much of separation. I don't have anything crazy to talk about in my life, because I don't feel like that's something I need to express. Everybody's going through something. I just want you to be happy. I want you to embrace life, love, prosperity, and so forth. So that's the energy that I bring in. The music that I do takes you in that direction. And I got a couple of singles with a couple of big heavy hitters that help me to push it and keep it in that direction, and I appreciate them for that. And we're just gonna keep it bubbling. It's a new year coming, and we definitely moving strong with it. So it's awesome.
So one of the questions that I have for a lot of artists, right, that come on the show, a lot of artists have like Instagram followers.
Yeah.
And then when they go do the show, right, a physical show, there's nobody that come out. So how did you tackle that? What do you do to tackle that?
It's really it's for the artists out there. Like me personally, it was just about being around the right people. You know what I mean? I had to find somebody that could pretty much, I had to be under somebody's wing. You know what I mean? I had to chill with certain people, Bone Crusher, Usher, Little John. I had to be around these guys to meet their connects and meet their people to go ahead and blossom. TV shows, Love and Hip Hop, Carly Red, all that stuff. So all that stuff played a big part into helping the growing of the followers and people to see what I was trying to present, that was already there but decided to branch off over here, that gave me that love and wanted to give me that support and so forth. So that plays a major part. It's always about who you're around. Marketing and promoting is one thing, but if you can really get around a good spirit, a good circle of people that really want you to prosper and don't mind you coat-telling with them, pretty much coat-telling. It's an up north thing, coat-telling. I have to coat-tell with a lot of cats to get to where I am.
How much inner work, like we all do inner work, shadow work as individuals as we grow and mature as adults. How much of that was necessary to even humble yourself as an artist to be mentored?
I mean, it's...
And at what phase did you say, you know what, I need a damn mentor?
Everybody needs a mentor. Everybody needs someone that can show them the ropes. We can't just go in and act like we know everything. You can always grow and learn. The industry has shown so many prosperities of growing and growing and growing until it's going to, we don't even know what level it's going to head to next.
Facts.
You know what I mean? We don't even know where we headed next. Like, where is it going next? Like, seriously, what more can be done? You know what I mean? So, well, I guess we're gonna find out soon enough, because somebody's gonna come out with something new. You know what I mean? But
right.
But yeah, you just have to stay humble. It's really about the humbleness, and you can always use a mentor, because all it's gonna do is help you to better yourself, to get you to where you're going, so that you can be successful in the craft that you choose. So that's what I would tell anyone out there, and that's what I did for myself. And trust me, it wasn't easy. Sometimes you didn't
talk to us about it. Like, you talked to us about.
You didn't want to be behind the scenes. You didn't want to be that bad guy. You want to be in the front.
Right.
And you want to be recognized. You want people to see you. You want to
So at what point did you look? Because we all come to this point. Now, I don't think people talk about this enough. So part of the struggle, we do talk about it.
Right.
At what point did you say, you know what, I don't like this about the industry, but I'm not gonna let this aspect of the industry stop my train. And what emotion and what day, what part of that resonated with you and just started you to become who you are today?
I never let the chemistry of what other people do stop me. Periodly. None of that happened with me. I really never paid it that much attention. I was in my own circle. So whatever was happening, that was everybody was growing on and it was listening to and was absolving and so forth, and I didn't feel comfortable with it. I just stayed in my own lane to do my own thing and allowed myself to prosper in where I was going. And if it came across to the point that it was something that was magical for me to go ahead and get myself involved with, then I would do so. So yeah, pretty much like, I always do me.
All right. So in the industry, I'm sure you see a lot of things that especially young artists or unknown artists, upcoming artists have to tackle. What would be a gem that you would leave behind for another upcoming artist? What would be just a piece of advice?
Piece of advice. Stay prayed up, and stay around a tight circle of supporters. You know what I mean? Not yes people, but real supporters that want to help you to prosper. You know what I mean? It's in today's time, the industry is changed in so many ways. So like, we could be talking about anything. Anything falls back to streaming now. Streaming has just changed the game in a major way.
Right.
So, you know what I mean? You got to have financial backing. You know what I mean? Like, it could be a sponsor, it could be your own. I don't care if it's a couple $100s. I can sit there and say a couple thousand because that's what you want to hear, right? But truthfully, it's a couple hundred. You might not get as much as you want from it out of the 1,000, but you still got movement going. You still got something happening for you, which will go ahead and add into 1,000 eventually with all the residual that you'll get back from it. So, just take some money out of your hard-earned money and put towards your craft. And and just watch it blossom, and like a plant, it's just gonna grow. You just keep watering
Facts.
it, man, and then it's just gonna grow into the point that it's thousands and millions and etc. Now it's gonna take some time, and it ain't gonna happen overnight. You know what I mean? Success didn't happen overnight. Before I even looked like this, if you go back and check my YouTube page way back in the day, I used to wear Party City Pharaoh outfits, Halloween.
For real?
Yeah, I was like, because I was so into it that I was wearing Party City, like the whole Pharaoh Party City shit, like Halloween.
Okay.
Like, I was wearing that before I was able to actually go ahead and get with Dapper Dan to get it custom, and then get with Shanti Dawes to get it custom, and to be where I am right now, where I'm actually wearing either name brand or my own personal brand that I'm wearing myself. So,
talk to him about the brand.
Time.
Talk to him,
time.
because you like tried to like skirt right over that. You can't skirt right over that when you having Dapper Dan do your designs.
Yeah, Dap saw I got with him. We sat there, we had a conversation, and I wanted to go ahead and put together a masterpiece where people can recognize me. And Dap sat there and said it's more. He sat there and he said, when you look at he said it in his words exact, was like when you look at McDonald's or Coca-Cola or even Red Bull, he said you don't really see them advertising their self on their social media. He said you see Red Bull advertising energy. You know what I mean? Exciting stuff. You see McDonald's advertising love and friendship. You don't advertise themselves. You see Coca-Cola advertising happiness. You don't really see them. You might see they got it's there, but it's not really out like that. They're advertising. So they're just like, we need to go ahead and put you in a position where when you step out, people love you for you because of what you have, not because even the music, because of what you present, who you are. And the first Pharaoh outfit that we came out with was the Louis God, and I was dressed in Louis from head to toe with the jacket and the shoes and the hat, and that was just one of the most epic outfits I think we have ever made, and that shit really took flight. That took flight.
And what can they see the pictures of this at?
Oh yeah, that's on the gram. It's still there. We can't take that down. It's on the gram. LA Boy Pharaoh. You know what I mean? I ducked it the LA name when I came here. It just got thrown on me. It was always Pharaoh. You know what I mean? From loving hip hop out that way in Atlanta, killing it strong. And then, came out here and they was just like, you elevated now. They like, I'm LA Pound, and, got with a couple of the heavy hitters out here like Cowboy and so forth and things like that.
Talk to us about the love and hip hop. Like, how much of that was scripted? How much of it was real?
Yo, it's like they put everything in the way that's done. It's like, it's really hard to say. It depends on what the topic is and where we headed. You know, everything you could see. I mean, most people would see it and say that it's kind of scripted because, you know, the excitements of the action happens at a certain period of time when, you know, they bring everybody together, when they already know that the spark's already flowing and about to pop off. So, you know, so it varies. You know, it does have its scripts here of like, okay, we're going to have this scene over here and then we have something here. But, you know, there's nothing that's nobody's writing out for you. We actually are speaking out of mind, out of pocket. So,
Okay, so it's like a 50-50, you would say?
yeah, definitely.
About like,
Yeah.
because you know where you're going to be sitting. You just don't know what you're going to say yet based
Right.
on who's in the room.
Right.
Okay.
Right.
So it's pretty free flowing. What did that do for you as an artist? Did it open you up anymore to what the industry could be, or what was that like after doing that? I mean, during it, I'm sure it's an amazing process. Really appreciative of it. But after, how did that sit on your spirit?
I mean, it's cool. You know what I mean? You know, you know, you have to look at everything and have to embrace it. Sometimes it might not be the best of the best, but you have to look at the moves that you're making and why you're doing what you're doing to achieve whatever goals you're trying to attempt and catch. A lot of people came off of those kind of reality shows that took
Right.
flight. You know, Carly B was a major one
Prime
that took
example.
flight. You know what I mean? So, like, you know, you just really gotta humble yourself and just like I said, sometimes it's just sometimes you're in the back seat. You're still brewing. You're still in the mix, and when it's time for you to start cooking, you're gonna cook and take off. So, you know, me, I embraced whatever came towards me. A lot of things I wasn't comfortable with, I didn't like, you know. But you know, it's how you manage it. You know, you just gotta really have a strong, thick skin in this industry because you don't want nobody to see you to break. You know what I mean? You want to just
So
go ahead.
talk to us about the latest song. I mean, I don't know, but I heard you're gonna be doing some shows lately.
Yeah.
You've been doing some shows lately, and tell us which right now is the crowd stiller. What song? What's the name of the song?
Crowd still, I think right now it's kind of hard to say because the records are just banging. Like I got Anthems for Vegas.
Okay.
That's doing major numbers in Vegas right now. Like it should be the capital song in Vegas. I think it's a crazy song. I think
What's the name of that
the
song?
Raiders picked it up. I ain't want to curse right now. Yeah, they picked it up. It's called
dope.
Vegas. You know, One Night in Vegas, and it's just a family oriented just song. Go, and it's just a banger, and it's just an awesome song. Got another one with Lotto. I did that one a couple years ago. You know what I mean? We decided actually just to go ahead and move forward with it. And, you know, it brings her to a different realm because, you know, she's more on the trap side, hip-hop side, but now she crossed over to the EDM with this record with me. So it shows a whole different characteristic of the person that what she portrays she is over here, that she can also open and
Branch
expand
out.
her mind to go ahead to attack all audiences. So I appreciate her taking that time out to do that, and Bone Crusher put that together. You know what I mean? That was a big
Shout out to
plug for
Bone,
him.
man.
Yeah, Bone Crusher's still out there doing his thing. It's love. And, you know, I got records with him and then Usher and then down the line, it just continues to go. So, you know, we just continue to make noise. Cowboy, it's probably one of the latest records I did out here, I think, in L.A. in the streetwise. You know, I did one for Nip and I did
Speak
one.
on the experience with Nip.
I don't have much experience with Nip. I don't. He left before my time of actually getting involved with him as such. So the time of when we were supposed to connect, it didn't happen like so. I guess it wasn't in God's timing. But then I still honored him by doing a love record, an appreciation record for him and for Kobe.
Facts.
On two records, and I used one of Cowboy's Cowboy's one of his homies, and then one of Cowboy's homies, which was Nip's homie, and then one of Snoop's homies, and we did a crazy record that's called Core Memory, because those two people will always be a core memory here in this city. There's something that will never
Facts.
be forgotten. So the title's called Core Memory, and the video came out phenomenal. The Staples Center allowed us, at the time, to film on the outside and on the inside of the facility to go ahead and perform the song. And, you know, it was just a banger. It's just a great record down to the heart. And then from there, you know, Snoop came about. You know what I mean? And then Cowboy came about, and then dropped some records with them too as well, and it just continued to keep elevating out here, you know? So it's
That's
a major
what's up.
love. Yeah.